It's a beautiful day outside, folks. Let me show you this. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Now back around, back to business. Back to lots of business. Okay, this is what I planted my onions, my Spanish onion starts in, or seeds. And this is such loose, fluffy stuff. It's so different than the stuff that came already in trays that I saw. And actually, I have a couple of them that are sitting in there that I just thought, I don't think I can use them because I tried this first. And I wet those others down, and after 2 days, they still hadn't absorbed moisture. And these absorb moisture right away. See that light, fluffy soil? And then it just wets, and it's got so much more than just a soil medium, I think, or starting medium. I'll tell you, it's got 0.06, 0.03, 0.03. So it's got that low combination of feeder in there that's going to give us a good phosphorus, which is good for the roots. We don't have to worry so much about leaves and stuff right now. And needless to say, flower production, we're just worried about getting these little baby seeds up, right? So I'm going to fill this up, and then I'm going to water it, and then I'm going to start planting. I wanted you to see, I just filled these, and I wanted you to see as I'm just putting water over it. It would do a lot better at my kitchen sink probably with a spray nozzle, but I wanted to get out here in this fresh air while I had the chance. And this is absorbing so well. And as I said, the ones that came, it wasn't a Burpee brand. The ones that came from the store with the dirt, with the soil already in it, the starting medium already in it, was supposed to be a similar product as far as what it was made of. If I say cauliflower, I'm going to be saying the wrong word. But anyway, it's something like that. And this has got the same kind of thing. However, this has got other things that make it so light and fluffy. And that stuff took 2 days for water to sink to the bottom. And look at this, how this already is. And then I'm going to make their little home for them. And I've got the grow lights on in the room, in the house. It's serving as the seed starting room. And let's see if any's gone through to the bottom. Now these are in sections. I have to be mindful of that. Yeah, some of the soil's going through to the bottom. I'm not going to lift this up because if I do, I could dump some of this precious soil out. And I've got to get another bag of it. So, in feeling it, it feels like it's a good temperature. I'm going to rinse my hands off right here in this because I'm going to be holding these little seeds. Should have brought a tea towel out here with myself, or an old towel. So, I have also made my own homemade tags. I take, like you can use cottage cheese containers, you can use any kind of plastic thing like that. This is from something that held like Crystal Light or a store brand of drink like that. And I just cut them out, and I use them in my garden too. And they last me all summer. So the first thing I'm going to do is broccoli. Now this is the only tray that I'm going to do today, but I'm going to have another tray of these seeds too. You want to plant like things with like you don't want to plant a seedling that's not going to get very tall and put something next to it that's going to grow really fast and keep the light away from it. So you see, broccoli, and let's hope I spelled that right. So we're going to do broccoli from here to here, and let me get it. Now, I've got some Burpees broccoli. I want to show you how small these seeds are. And I want to show you the divots I'm going to make here. Okay, I'm going to go in with the end of this and just push down like that. Just barely push down. I don't want these too deeply buried. I want these babies to come up soon. when they're ready, but soon. Now these won't have a heating mat under them because they're cold weather crops. They kind of like the cool weather. That's why they don't do so well when it gets to be June and July necessarily for us. Not as starts, they wouldn't. So I'm going to put about two seeds per, look how small they are. 2 seeds per little divot, as I called it. And then I will, if I can get the nerve, it's so hard for me to have to thin plants. I just have the hardest time with that. I'm not good at that. But one of them will have to go to give the other one room. And I don't pull them apart. I'm not going to pull them apart. When they're little seedlings, I'm not going to do that. I'll just snip one off right at ground level. So I'm going to have to do a bunch of these, you guys. Because we're planting here at my house, and my daughter's planting at her house, at her farm. So I'm not the total person that's going to be providing starts, but I want to be sure and do my part. It's probably a really good idea to keep your spot where you're at, don't you think? There we go. I'll look these over really good. So, seeds have within them something that makes them want to grow. And when you're a gardener and you watch that, it feels like a miracle. They want to grow, and then when they've got fruit on them, like the fruiting things like tomatoes and all that, they want to drop those seeds out there. I want to make sure everything's got its own little friends in there. Looks like I missed that one right there. Now to get these little bitty jobbies back in here. There's a lot more plant potential than what you think would be, right? Inside these little guys. These little bitty numbers. Come on now there, buddy. I want to save every one of you I can. Every one of you. There's 3. That's 3 potential cabbages. So it's like, don't you go anywhere. You stay right there. So I'm going to finish it off. I'm going to do broccoli. I'm going to do cauliflower. I'm going to do early on a cabbage. And then I also have some celery I might get going today. So that's where I'm at with this, and I'm going to keep you posted on their lives.